So I don't want to be stuck in this shithole for the rest of my life.
It's time for you to move on to better things.
You're treading on very thin ice here.
My by any means on, part and I'm getting my scream on. Kingdom, but watch you bring home. You see a black man with a white woman at the top floor, they gon' come to your King Kong.
If you could just sign your soul over to us.
Shouldn't have come here tonight.
A young Turk is someone that rebels against authority.
You're gonna find yourself back on the streets again, bruv.
Speak fucking English.
He goes against what society expects of them. Carves out their own identity.
They can see a young person in front of them telling them yes, they can actually be something.
Brash on Turks is about a new breed of daring young go-getters who are fighting against oppression, greed and adversity in order to pursue their dreams. They may be in the low pecking order, but they're gonna rise up and they're not gonna take no for an answer. It's about these characters becoming self-empowered.
Not depending on others or expecting handouts, but going out there and trying to do things for themselves.
Brash on Turks is all about young people aspiring for something more.
So I don't want to be stuck in this shithole for the rest of my life.
As one door closes, they just boot down the other door because they want it that much. They're hungry for success.
This is a film about loyalty, about disloyalty, about passion, physical, sexual passion and passion for life, and what we all search for. We search for a true love.
Mia is a teenager growing up in the seedy underworld of London.
She's been let down by her parents, by the care system, but despite all of this, she still has her ambition and her determination to make a positive mark in this world.
Terrell, Shaz and Dave, they're like the three musketeers. They've not got anyone else in their lives, and together they've always believed that they can conquer the world.
We've got plans, big plans, remember? It's us together till the end.
Everyone growing up on the streets of London wants to be like Terrell McIntosh.
He's like the black James Bond.
Your ambition is one of your finest qualities. Got you where you are.
His purpose is to live your dream. But it's just what makes Terrell different. He has a very vast and grand idea of what he wants compared to the most.
It's about you and me. We're Brash on Turks. Together, we can shake up the world.
It's not every day you come across a character like Dave.
I feel like there's a void opening, and there's no space for a void.
Dave is just a pent-up machine of rage.
The brawn to Terrell's brains.
Now let's see if this thing fits.
Shaz is a salacious party girl who knows her strengths and always has a way of getting what she wants.
In the meantime, I should keep you entertained.
One man stands in the way of Terrell's ambitions. Conrad Holmes, a corrupt property dealer who's created an empire that stretches across the whole of the UK.
You're treading on very thin ice here.
Jimmy's a young guy with principles. He's a non-conformist.
You're training people into a debt they can't pay back. You don't feel ashamed of yourself.
He stands up not only for himself, but for others as well.
Naeem and Ash are very, very ahead of the game.
Some of the most passionate and determined people I've ever met. They were just always so high energy, high tempo.
They're very determined to get the best out of you, and they're not going to settle for anything less.
They're very character-driven, but they're also very visual. When it all comes together, you get Brash Young Turks.
We set up a base at a youth centre in Hackney to work with youngsters on the margins of being socially excluded, to get a diverse and honest perspective of their aspirations.
Through this process, we were able to cast a number of the lead actors. It became an eclectic mix of raw new talent coming together with seasoned professionals.
There's not a lot of parents that would be okay with what we've been doing. It's been very intense rehearsals with lots of shouting and going full out.
The whole mindset of these characters is a lot more fearless, and that reflects in the colours, in the look of their costumes. We wanted to create a world where there is a lot more possibilities. In Brash Young Turks, you're going to see London in a completely different light. We filmed a very elaborate and grand scene at the Notting Hill Carnival, right in the midst of 500,000 people.
We filmed in quite a lot of really cool locations, one of them being an old pub that the Beatles used to go and drink in.
Another incredible scene that we shot was in this secluded beach, and to get to this beach, you have to trek for about 2 hours, and we had to do that with all our equipment and crew climbing this coastal path to get to this paradise-like beach. It was something out of the Mediterranean or the Bahamas.
This has
beautiful, Terrell.
Brash Young Turks has a fantasy element to it. The only difference is it's not set in Middle-earth or something. It's set in contemporary London. It's set in the now. That's why I feel like people will engage with it more. You don't see little hobbits running around. You see characters that you can actually relate to.
It's brighter, it's more fun, it has a sense of humour, but it's also serious.
Thinking bigger, wanting more and not giving up. That has to be told, especially from my background. People need to get this belief and a vivid picture of it can be possible.
There's a lot of problems in society these days, especially with young people. You can see that through the riots. So hopefully this can help inspire and show people another path.
Brash Young Turks is a progressive film that goes against the stereotypes and cliches of how young people are often portrayed. Our characters think outside of the box. You're going to see young people like you've never seen them before.